Pardonable sin again. Hate to stick to this, but because I realize that most of us don't know what that was or didn't know, and if you looked at some of the previous clips that I put forth, it's not an individual sin that we can commit today. It was a national sin committed by the nation of Israel. If we look at the book of Daniel and other books in the Old Testament, Hebrew prophets, understanding this unpardonable sin is a key turning point in the Bible. What we need to recognize is that when Daniel in chapter 7 is going through this all-night prayer vigil, he's doing this based on his knowledge of what Hosea and Jeremiah had written concerning what it was going to take for the kingdom of Israel to be reestablished. And that would be a national confession. Hosea 5:15 says, "I will go and return unto my place until they confess their offense which they've committed against me." That single offense that Hosea is pointing towards is the national rejection of Yeshua, their Messiah, based on demon possession. Now, according to Scripture, Jesus will not return until the Jews ask him to. And that's what Daniel was trying to apply to the immediate situation in his generation. He didn't foresee the church coming into existence. He didn't see what we're living in today. His concern was only the restoration of Israel. However, when we understand post New Testament and we can put together what happened from a first century Jewish believer's perspective, we look back on these prophets and what they're doing there, and their actions are more clearly understood. They make more sense. Psalm 79 and 80 will be the national confession, will be the national prayer for Jesus to return. If you read those two chapters with that in mind, it might make more sense for you. Isaiah chapter 53 will be the national confession of the people of Israel when they're in hiding from the Antichrist in a place that's been prepared for them in the wilderness, which according to Isaiah would be Bozrah or Petra. Now, I hope that this is helpful for everybody. I know it was for me, and I'll try to delve into it in a little bit more detail in the coming days. Aloha.